Hey y'all, well the peach jam is done, but I ended up with some peaches left over and I thought what better to do than to take this opportunity to make another traditional Eastern North Carolina recipe. This is one that is so easy. We all learn it when we're little girls. We all memorize the ingredients and it is the easiest thing, peach cobbler. My mama taught it to me. Girls in Craven County, Pitt County, Beaufort County, just all over Eastern North Carolina, we all learned this recipe. There are just a few ingredients. There's a few variations and I'll talk about those as well, but this is one of our favorite desserts. You can enjoy it as it is or with a scoop of vanilla ice cream or with just some plain cream poured over the top, and no matter what, it's gonna be good. Plus you can use this same cobbler recipe with all kinds of fruit to make any variety of cobblers, because it's such a good versatile recipe. So I hope you enjoy it. Stick with me. We'll get right to it. Okay, this is the easiest thing in the world to make. It takes 1 stick of butter, about 2 to 3 cups of sliced peaches. This was from 4 or 5 peaches that were probably a little bit smaller than a baseball. A cup of self-rising flour, a cup of milk, a cup of sugar, and 1 egg. Okay, this is what we have to do. First things first is we're going to take a stick of butter, yes, a whole stick of butter, and I'm going to put it in my baking dish. This is not a cake pan. This is a little bit smaller than that. Some people use just the square Pyrex dish. Some people will use a larger pie dish. You can pretty much use any kind of dish that you want as long as it's not too big. If it's too big, you just should double your recipe. So we have the butter in the dish, and then we're going to just take this and put it in the oven and let it melt. I have the oven on 400. Next, I'm going to use 1 cup of self-rising flour. Now, you can actually use all-purpose flour for this. I just like to use self-rising flour because it makes the crust part a little bit fluffier. So that's what I go for, but you can definitely do this with all-purpose flour. A cup of sugar, a cup of milk, now not everyone adds egg, but I like to add an egg because I think it gives it a prettier crust, and it browns it up. It just looks nice. But I'm going to go ahead and mix up the sugar and flour and milk. You know what I think I'm going to add? You don't have to add this either, but I like it, so I'm going to add just a little splash of vanilla. I make my own vanilla out of vanilla beans and 100 proof Aristocrat vodka, just whatever cheap vodka. I have a recipe for that on the website, but I'm just going to give this a little splash. Like I say, this is not required, and this is not part of the, I guess, traditional recipe. I just like to use vanilla in desserts. I have the sugar and the flour and the milk and the little bit of vanilla mixed up good. Now I'm going to crack this egg in there. And while I'm doing all this, that stick of butter is melting in the oven. And so soon it's going to be ready to bake. Alrighty. The butter should be done melting. Yep. Look at that. So that gets the dish nice and greased so that the peach cobbler won't stick to it, because I'm telling you, it definitely will. So then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the peaches and just put those in there just like that. You can have more fruit if you want. You could have less fruit if you want. You could use other kinds of fruit. It's not like you have to just do this with peaches. We sometimes also do this with blueberries. I know some people do it with apples, but it's the same principle, because basically the batter is what makes it into the cobbler. So I'm just going to sprinkle just a tiny bit of cinnamon. Now I don't do cinnamon with blueberry cobbler. I just do it with peach cobbler. That's the way my grandmother B is the one who taught me that. She said she always adds cinnamon to the peach cobbler, but not the blueberry cobbler. Okay, so now I'm just going to pour this batter on top of this. And this is going to be so good. Kind of want some of that batter all over everything. Alright. Now I'm just going to pop this in the oven and bake it until it's nice and brown. I smell peach cobbler. We have got to check and see if it's ready. Oh, would you look at there. That looks so good. Let me take this out and I'll show you. Okay. Would you look at that? Isn't that beautiful? This is perfect, 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 perfect. Nice brown crust. The egg helped with that. That butter crisps things up and it just gives things a perfect flavor. It cooked for about 35 minutes. I can't tell you an exact time to cook it, but I cooked it at 400 for about 35 minutes. It might have been close to 40, but I recommend having a hot oven and just baking it until it's brown. That's what you're looking for, is you want it to be brown on top, not burnt, but you want it to be nice and brown and done. This is amazing with, like I said at the beginning, vanilla ice cream or cream on top, or just plain. And just a little bit, once it's had time to set, because it's way too hot right now, I'm going to cut a piece and show you how it looks with a little bit of cream drizzled on top. And it is, oh, I can't wait to dig in. Okay, I think it's time to cut a piece. I've got a little bowl right here. I'm going to get me, I love the corner pieces because they have more of that nice brown crust. And it is just so, so good. Look at that. Okay, I've got some cream I'm going to put right on it. Just like that. Oh my goodness, y'all. That is going to be so good. Spoon to eat it. Okay, I've got my peach cobbler. I cannot wait to dig into this. This is one of my favorite all-time desserts, especially in the summer with fresh peaches. I cannot wait. Anyway, before I do, I just want to thank you for watching. And I hope that if you like this, you'll give this a thumbs up. I also hope that you'll subscribe to this channel. It really will help me out if you subscribe, if you give it a like. share this video, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified as soon as new videos are posted. I can make a promise to you, the next video, the audio quality is going to get a lot better because I have ordered a special little microphone and a little adapter, and that's going to make a world of difference in the sound quality of these videos. So I can't wait to bring that to you. But in the meantime, make this cobbler. If you don't make it with peaches, make it with blueberries. Make it with your favorite fruit. Let me know how it is in the comments below. Thanks again so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, gotta try some of this peach cobbler. Oh, y'all, that is so